Assalamu alaikum. How are you, Sheikh? Good to have you here with us. I want to open this session up because you're someone who's originally from Palestine, is this correct?
From Gaza.
From
Gaza.
You're a Gazan. You're from Gaza.
Last year I was there.
Okay, so for those that I'm holding up a picture here.
Oh, yeah.
You guys can see.
Rabbi.
So this is a very interesting picture because with all the propaganda that's out there, they're trying to make this a Jewish Muslim thing. But here, just by this picture, it's you. This is Sheikh Dr. Dremali, and is a rabbi.
Yes.
Yeah, a picture is worth 1,000 words, sometimes even more. So this is dispelling a huge myth. Can we start off with this picture? Can you kind of unpackage it for us?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm from Gaza. I born in Gaza. I came to America in 1988 here. So my second language was Hebrew. So to be born in Gaza and with the occupation, I was in the prison there. So I have okay, like this. Okay. So I have to speak Hebrew. So I met this rabbi in a conference, and they speak together Hebrew. And when I hear the conversation, I was shocked. I was really shocked. The speaker about us better than even Palestinians.
Wow.
Honestly. And how dare Netanyahu and so and the government doing this. And not only that, this rabbi, not one rabbi actually, like 6 rabbis in that time I met together. And when they know I speak Hebrew also, so interested. Believe it or not, they not believe in something call it Israel as a country. Israel as a prophet. That's what they believe. And also, I'm an imam in South Carolina. I was in an airplane from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to South Carolina, and also 2 ladies in front of me, and they speak Hebrew. Of course, I didn't say anything. And normally, I put the hatta. And that day, I was praying, so I just make wudu. So I came back to the airplane, and they're speaking about how dare Netanyahu actually doing what war right now, like more than 5 kids. And they are very sad, the 2 Jewish ladies, about that. So that she said, Sheikh Abdul Karim said something very important actually. Said Palestine belong to the Muslims, not for Palestinians. That the rabbi actually, they believe in Palestine as a country, Palestine Muslim country. That the rabbi told me. That's face to face.
How was the situation that you recall back when you were growing up? Even before 1948, what was the situation? When I've spoken to different rabbis, even they would admit that during the time when the Palestinians were there before the Zionist occupation, that now you had Jews, Muslims, and Christians living there in relative peace.
In fact, brother, I born 1961. In that time, we are occupied by the Egyptian army, and it was all sorry about that. Occupation by the Egyptian in Gaza Strip in that time. In that time also my father married my mom. My mom is the 3rd wife. So it's illegal in Gaza, by the way. Legal. So I grow up in Gaza, the army, the Egyptian army. And 1967, I was 7 years, first year in school. They destroyed Gaza completely and killing many people, including my own brother Hassan. May Allah give rahmah to him. Yeah, Hassan. Hassan was actually, when he was fighting, and he got 36 bullets in him. And then a tank hit my brother Hassan. This situation, by the way, since I grew up, situation in Gaza Strip, when they occupied 1967, until this moment, the war start now is worse. Worse. But in my time, also the same thing. Same thing. But unfortunately, no one can help. No one can help. No one, unfortunately.
So it's been progressing, it's just worse and worse? It keeps getting worse and
Now
worse?
it's worse.
Yeah.
Now it's, in my family, I was 1 month, 1 year and 4 months I was in Gaza Strip.
Yeah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed me. I was sick. I have a liver transplant. I was in a coma for a while in the hospital, lived in Texas hospital. And then when I wake up from my coma, I wish to go see my family or die in Palestine, in Gaza. And I went to Alhamdulillah there. Wallahi, 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 brother. 24 hours airplanes, 24 hours airplane, there is no peace. And the kids, there's nothing happened. Me, because I live in America in 1988, like more than 35 years. Yes, I'm from Gaza, but now the kids have no problem with tanks and hitting and in airplanes. 24 hours. Number one. Number two, no problem with the family. Every day, 2-3 marriage, people get married, and every day people die, have nothing wrong.
So while everything is going on, people are still
There's nothing wrong with that, yes.
getting
The
married?
thing also-
They've gotten accustomed to this now.
Custom until what happened in October 7th. October 7th actually, with Netanyahu actually, as you see, massacres. You know, my niece Lara, she's when I left her actually last year, like 1 month or 1 year and 4 months, she was almost 10 years. And she put hijab. Hijab is not بالغة yet, it's not mature yet. And she said, Khali, inshallah Rabbil Alameen, when I come بالغة, mature, I will put the hijab. And she, October 1st, we call each other Habibti, so inshallah next year, I'm coming in the summer, just because I teach swimming. I'm a diver. You know. I said, I will teach you how to swim. Because she really we went to the beach together last year, and we tried to swim. She was afraid, because I have to come back to America. Wallahi, brother, and then she felt, and first time I saw her, she put hijab. She said, Khali, alhamdulillah, I'm mature, I have hijab now. I said, Takbir. She's so happy, had hijab. And she proud of herself, I put hijab. And wallahi, brothers, you look at the picture, she's so beautiful. She's, mashallah, she's like an angel. And subhanallah, her and her middle brother got killed, and their father, and the mom, she died a few years ago. He got another stepmom, the 3 kids, babies, and the mom got killed.
Right now.
So in my family, no, the 7, actually 7 after the war, like a few days ago, after the war. And now total my family, yesterday actually, before the ceasefire, they killed 4 of my family.
4.
My cousin, she's pregnant, and with her husband and her son and her father went to the hospital, a clinic actually, not a hospital, a clinic, in order she's in pain, she wanted to deliver the baby. And before a few hours, they killed the 4 of them. The baby, the mom, the pregnant woman, and her son, he's 6 years old, and her husband, and her father, from the Demali family, my family. So total yesterday, 32 people in my family. By the way, it's a small number. And those people, by the way, Brother Adi, they're taking families, to control families completely. They control the family, don't know they try to scatter the family. And they want to go to Sinai. With all my respect, Egyptian brother here, the Egyptian army, the police army, worse than the Jews. I witnessed that myself. I witnessed that when I am America. I went to visit my family. I went in the airport, Cairo airport. When I say I'm going to Gaza, like few months, actually 4 months before my son Abdurrahman got married. So I went back normal. When I say I am going to Gaza, they hold me in the airport 3 hours. And very nasty question. Very nasty. And anyway, I went to finish my family. And then after 1 month, I finished. I'm a professor at the university. I went back to through Cairo, supposed to go from Cairo to come to Florida. And they said, go back to your country. ارجع لبلدك. I said, my country is America. I'm an American citizen. Say, ارجع. Honestly, I said, alhamdulillah. I went back. Now, after a few days, 1 week, my family, I'm a professor in the university, they called me Dr. Dremali. I went back 1 time, 3 times. And one police officer came, if you give $3,000 to the police, you will go to the airport, no problem. But I saw in the border more than, wallahi al-azim, fi sama wa ula, I saw that the Egyptian, the army, or the police, treating the Palestinian just like the Jews right now exactly, and even worse. So Gaza, 360 square feet, by the way, plus surrounded by Egyptian, Syrian, Jordan, Lebanon, and the sea. And even the sea, if you go more than 10 kilos, they will shoot you. 10 kilos.
That was going to ask my next question. For life, people who are living here with all the luxuries and all the blessings, that we have, you think you get very accustomed and spoiled, but now we're hearing, and it's kind of unimaginable. You just mentioned the sea. So is it true we're hearing calorie count, we're hearing the control of the water, undrinkable water, we're hearing electricity, fuel, and even fishing permits, you can't build. These are all realities on the ground?
Absolutely. I know. I witnessed that. Mm-hmm. I witnessed it. Brother Eddie, actually, my first PhD, I have 2 PhDs, one in geology, groundwater contamination in South Florida, the other PhD in fiqh muqarn. Of course, I went to Gaza in order to help about a lot of contamination water in the sea. Why bombs and bombs and bombs and bombs? The water is very bad. So I have a solution to have a good water. And I found out if you have a well, you will kill it. They will kill you. No one allowed to have his own house wells to get water in the house. In Gaza Strip. And maybe in West Bank, I don't know about West Bank. But in Gaza Strip, in Gaza Strip, you're not allowed to have a well water to get. Plus, the sea next to the street, the Mediterranean Sea there, 10 miles, a certain time to go over there, not every time. Plus, they watch you what you catch of the fish. But wallahi, Allah Kareem, Allah Razzaq. Wallahi, brother, after Salat al-Fajr, me and brother, of course he got killed, actually, he got shahada, inshallah. We go, the fish, Allah send the fish to the beach for the people to take it home. I saw that. And not only that, some brothers have with the عرباية, ايش عرباية والحمار اسمها ايه عرباية؟ car, with the dog. They take the fish and distribute it to the houses because we cannot even get fish. So Allah Razzaq. Subhanallah. So this I saw that many times. Every day we saw the Fajr, fish there, fish there.
Tell us about these settlements. This is another thing that we're hearing a lot, where people will be there, and next thing you know, they got someone coming from, they have this whole right of return. And now you, as someone who had their grandparents and their grandparents and their grandparents, they had this plot of land, someone comes over from New York, for example, and they have all these incentives, and now they come, never had any association with the land, but they come on this right of return, but someone who might have been a part of the Nakba, they can't return. Can you tell us about this?
Yes. My father, actually, we are from, I live in Gaza, grew up in Gaza, born in Gaza. But my father from a village called Al-Farooq. Al-Farooq. Now, in Hebrew, Kiryat Arba. Kiryat Arba, go to that area. And then, my father have the key for the house. I don't know, this is, I'm right? MashaAllah. I have the key, I have the deed for the house from the Turkish actually. And I told my father after high school, I finished high school, I told my father, I want to see it. Because my father migrated to Gaza 1948. 1948, the first wife, may Allah give rahmah, I memorized the Quran from my stepmom, the first one, by the way. And then they migrated together to Gaza Strip in 1948. Then the second wife, actually, my uncle died, so he married my uncle's wife to raise up her kids. And then my mom Egyptian, by the way, my mom Egyptian. Then I take the key of the house and the deed. I went to Kiryat Arba, or Fallujah, and I saw that, I want to see the house. I say, in Hebrew, I say, just go back. Go, it's not your house. I want to see the house. And that's it, can I see it? And actually,
So you went to the location, you got the keys and the deeds.
Everything.
Who was there at the time now? Someone already took over?
Two families.
Oh,
Jewish families, of course.
and you just want to see it now?
And settlement also.
Yeah, settlement.
Yeah. When I went there and they were in a house. The way my father told me, you're going to see this and this, and my father actually did, it's فخورة in English.
Fountain?
No, فخورة, he make my father like a pots and cups and pots with the clay.
Portrait.
Portrait. And he have a place, I saw that myself, that. I said, this is my house.
Oh,
I said, used to be your house. Used to be your house. Of course, not only me, many families have the deed and the key for the house now belong to them. But soon, we're going to take it back, inshallah. I still have the key, by the way, inshallah. I promise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm still alive, I'm going to go to Fallujah and pray in Masjid Aqsa. I'm an American citizen, I came in 1988, American. When I went to Masjid Aqsa, because I have Gaza, Palestine ID, so you can go. You're not allowed to go. Al-Aqsa, I saw Al-Aqsa, you're not allowed to go. Imagine that. Instead, when I was in high school, Allah Azza blessed me with 5 sisters. Every Friday, Salat al-Jum'ah in Masjid Al-Aqsa. I do karate also in Masjid Al-Aqsa. I do karate in Masjid Al-Aqsa. Every Friday. Now, belong to me, belong to the Muslims, I cannot enter Masjid Al-Aqsa.
Have you heard this term, mowing the lawn? We've seen this happen over and over every few years,
Yes.
and they call this mowing the lawn. Well, they'll come and they'll go ahead and extinguish and kill so many people, and you kind of gotten used to this over the years, but do you see something dramatically different this time? Do you see something now, we're seeing a whole nother level of this happening? What is your impressions now of this particular time? You see kind of also the tide, public opinion. You see a lot of people who are waking up, it seems like, at the same time from maybe not the politicians, but the people who are siding more on the side of justice and truth. Are you seeing this? What is your opinion?
Actually, what I see, I went to Washington twice actually for the Demali. And what I see there are more than 500,000 people. But the something very strange. The majority of the rally in Washington, females. Females, number one. Number two, they are do. Of course, and sorry with all my respect, I cannot share that. But I'm with my group, a lot of brothers with me, and 2 imams, they came to me, and they told, actually my mother-in-law, she died, and the imam came. said, you want to go to the rally? I said, let's go together to Washington, from Philadelphia to over there. And I thought, more than 500,000 people in the rally. Plus, again, in Miami, I have last Wednesday, I have a media conference. Wallahi, after the interview, the TVs, many TVs station, they came to me, said, I'm sorry, honestly, we cannot speak the truth. We cannot speak the truth. Those people, TVs, they know the truth. But unfortunately, even our government, they know the truth. But our president, his heart blind. Not his eyes, they can see, but their heart blind. As you mentioned, Sheikh, because the money, truly the money. Because, and the APAC supporting our government. But what I see, honestly, yes, it hurt me so badly. My nieces, my nephew, my sister, my cousin, my uncle died, they got killed, inshallah, shuhada, inshallah. But I still have a great hope. When like last year over there, and Ramadan before I was with them, wallahi, brother, I go to the masjid, every salah, everybody in the masjid. Not a huge masjid, by the way. The masjid, our masjid actually, with Abdullah Azza Masjid, had more than 2,000 people. Everybody, jama'ah, in every salah. Number two, that's very important. Every masjid, a center for Quran, and another masajid, bigger masajid, Quran and Hadith and Aqidah. They concentrate with Aqidah. And this is why, when I ask why Aqidah, we concentrate on Aqidah. I say, the reason Salah ad-Din Ayyubi conquered and took over the Masjid al-Aqsa, he fixed the Aqidah in Egypt. That's why he conquered the Masjid al-Aqsa. That's why they concentrate Aqidah. I was honestly, when I say the Aqidah was Satiyya, the teaching Masajid, I was so happy. So happy. And not only that, this youth masjid full with youth. And every salah, our masjid actually across the street, every salah, one of the youth stand up, take khatira and khatira and khatira. Excellent Arabic language. I was really amazed, alhamdulillah, I make dua for them. The majority of those kids, by the way, got shahada already.
Let me ask you this. Have you also noticed many non-Muslims, they're watching and now they're seeing the resilience of the Muslims there, and they're praising, when they're losing limbs and they're losing their families, and they're saying, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, to the Creator of heavens and earth. And many are opening up now the Quran, and they're looking into Islam. Have you noticed this? Have you seen some of these videos?
Mira and Hashim and Zakaria and Muhammad and her father and Muhammad is still alive, and his brother baby. And I call Muhammad, how are you? Are you okay? I said, Alhamdulillah, ya khali, I'm okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm okay. Wallahi, every time I call my family, of course, it's hard to reach. Within 2-3 minutes, has to be less than 30 seconds. If more than 30 seconds, they destroy the house. Immediately. And so, Alhamdulillah, okay. Text each other, Alhamdulillah. Everybody, Alhamdulillah. Even got Shahada, my family, oh, but Alhamdulillah, we have somebody gonna ask us to come in the Jannah. We'll ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to join him in the Jannah. So, subhanAllah, maybe I live here for like 35 years in America. I didn't feel this kind of feeling. Maybe when I went there, actually, 1 year, not last Ramadan, one Ramadan before, wallahi, I see strong iman. And I was so happy, because I always teach Aqidah, Tawheed, Aqidah, concentrate on Aqidah, Tawheed. Every masjid I go, Sheikh Addi, Jazallah khair, and also we concentrate about this. I see that in Gaza, that in Saudi Arabia, by the way, unfortunately, please, brother, very important, I don't know if life, do not take any fatwa in the present time from Saudi Arabia. no fatwa from Saudi Arabia. Their aqidah, والعلم عند الله, is corrupt aqidah. We learn from the great shuyukh, Ibn Baz, Ibn Uthaymeen, Shaykh Al-Albani, rahimahullah ta'ala. But their aqidah, there's no aqidah there. Do not take any fatwa from those people. With one mind, of course. But I see hope, inshallah.
Yeah, that was before we conclude the hope. Let's talk about that, where many people are seeing this, and you kind of get into a state of despair, and it takes over. You know, the sadness and whatnot. How should we, and what could we do on this end?
Okay, they have roles, and us as Americans, Muslim, we have another role. Us to speak. By the way, if we not speak, I have experience after September 11, they arrested me. When I was for waiting list, liver transplant, they arrested me. If we not speak right now and don't care about anything else, is only speak the truth, nothing but the truth, they will target every Muslim in the country. I number one. So we're gonna speak and learn. Sheikh Ahmed, what is Sheikh Ahmed? Why don't you get here, Sheikh Ahmed? I believe this masjid, when I enter, by the way, what is the masjid name? Al-Ba? For what? For whom? For Umar ibn Khattab, right? By the way, Umar radiallahu anhu. Umar radiallahu anhu, you go from Mecca, he have a station, like a bus station, or like a transfer, like a business station in Gaza, and he go to Palestine. That area called Masjid Al-Umari. Masjid Al-Umari, there is no way Eid, my father, I have to take us, the whole family, the Demali family, have to go to this masjid. So that place, and Umar ibn Khattab, if you read a history of Palestine, you see Umar ibn Khattab came to that area, to his place in this area. That's why it's called Masjid Al-Umari. So, yes, there is a hope. My job, your job, all us have to speak. And I see, mashallah, Allah's hatta. This hatta now, by the way, do you know what this hatta here? Please come, please. Yes, come. It's very important. Everything in Gaza, for Palestine and in Europe, there's a meaning. Everything has a meaning. Even the hatta here is a meaning. This here, actually, we are next to the Mediterranean Sea for fish and fish and fish. And here, a road from Lebanon all the way to Egypt. Business with Gaza, Palestine, and Gaza is the station. Gaza is very important, by the way. Gaza, in Masjid al-Aqsa, and then Gaza in history. And here, the trees, we have a lot. The best tree used to be when I came to America, by the way, the orange, and the orange come from Gaza. A lot of vegetarian. So everything in Gaza, there's a meaning. Even I would have flagged something else, but this hatta is the culture, and why become more spread. There's a reason also for that. Every Palestinian have carried. There's a reason for that too.
Sheikh, I want to thank you. Thank you for sharing some of these experiences with us, and we can take this gem away. Speak up, speak the truth, and create some awareness.
Yes,
be a voice for the voiceless.
Yes.
Jazakallah khairan.
بارك الله فيك.
وفيكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
تكبير الله أكبر.